you know, I was just showing the capabilities of the backpack. It holds so much stuff. It's really cool. It's one of them, it's a Noola 3-liter hydration backpack. It's got a 3-liter TPU, 100% BPA free water bladder in there, really squared away. And the pack has got all kind of storage. It's really, really comfortable and spacious and rugged. So I was like, man, but I should cover the stuff I put some thought into what I put in the bag. So we ought to talk about that. And so let's go over it real quick. We're talking about a get home scenario, right? Where you're out and about doing whatever, boom, something happens, natural disaster, whatever, right? The poop hits the fan, you got to get from wherever you're at to home. You don't have all kind of stuff with you, but you got 3 liters of water, right? And you got your backpack or whatever you got, and then whatever you packed in there, right? So let's go through some stuff that's going to get me home, because I don't usually go far away. And this is what I call an EDC light or a get home bag light, right? Because this is the minimum. Like, it got 3 liters of water and it's got some stuff. It's going to get you home, and that's it, right? Nothing more. Okay, so let's go over stuff. So all the stuff I have here, starting with the most important, right? Cat tourniquet, right? Stop the bleed, right? I got a cravat with medical instructions on it. I've got an individual first aid kit, stop the bleed kit, IFAC, right? Pressure dressings, it's got gauze, combat gauze in there, stop the bleed, right? All right, so that's my first aid. I have a shelter kit. I have something to sleep on. I have something to sleep in, right? I got a bivy bag. Got an extra large emergency blanket as my ground cover. And then I've got one that I'm going to use as an overhead tarp, okay? Boom, so I got something to sleep on, something to sleep in, and something to sleep under. So I have a shelter kit, all right? Got to have some type of flashlight. Here's a hands-free hat clip. My emergency light goes on my hat, and it's got all kind of stuff, including a distress beacon, okay? Gonna get hungry out there. I got 3 liters of water in my Noola 3-liter backpack, but I need some chow, so I threw in a couple protein bars so I can get home. And if I do run out of water and got to resupply, I've got a Life Straw water filter that I can resupply on the go, right? I got this cool cryptic sheath a long time ago. Really cool. And if I do have to do an overnighter, gonna want to stay warm and be able to cook some chow, boil some water if I need to. So I got a fire starting kit. So that's kind of the minimum: first aid, shelter, right? Fire, water purification, water, chow. That's the kind of stuff you got to be thinking about in those categories, okay? So think about that stuff. You want at least the minimum components so you can do all that stuff. Think about what you'd have to do if you had to just pull off the side of the road and spend a night in the woods. All right, think about it. You need set up a campsite, right? Make your little shelter, right? You're gonna get out your water. You need to drink water and hydrate. You might have to boil the water. You might have to use your water filtration system. And you're gonna eat your food, right? And then you're gonna curl up and go to sleep next to the fire. Try to stay warm, right? And if you're trying to get rescued, you also, gonna use your whistle that I have in my backpack. The backpack's got a whistle in it. You're gonna use that for signaling, and you're gonna use the fire, right? And I use these orange emergency blankets. These become a super marking panel, so I can wave down people if I need to. All right, so think about that stuff when you're packing your bag. You need to be able to cover all those simple categories, right? Food, water, shelter, medical, first aid, right? You need fire, water purification, water, stuff like that. All those categories. And then, also throw in there, self-defense and protection. There's, that whole kit and all its accessories. Okay? So think about that stuff when you're packing your bags. Pack a bag, make sure it's in your car or wherever you go to every day, school, work, whatever. Make sure you get access to it. So if you got to get home, you got to wait to throw on your backpack. If everything goes to poop, and you can just start walking, right? Throw your backpack on, start walking. Get your bag ready. Because like Creek Stewart always says, right? Not if, but when, right? And if you watch the headlines today, man, that when could be any second now. So pack your bag and be ready, stay safe. So when the time comes, you can evade and survive. Take care.